Yes, people, it's time for the player ratings. A 2-1 win to Arsenal against Girona. A good win. Third in the Champions League. The draws to come. Let's get straight into it. It's a good performance from the boys today. Oh, we're going to go... Not Raya to start with today. Neto. Easy.
He had a very, very shaky start, and he's a very lucky man. Because if he would have saved that shot, off he goes, and without a 10 men again. I mean, listen, he recovered well after that, but I don't think I can give him more than a 5. I mean, very, very lucky that he did it, because he tried to save it outside his box.
Crazy.
I mean, listen, it's harsh, because this is his first ever game for Arsenal. He's obviously nervous, even though because Junior was saying to me, how can he be nervous? He's played it's your first game for Arsenal. He's been playing at Bournemouth. Your first game for Arsenal. You're playing in the Champions League, but he got lucky with that. But afterwards, he recovered well after that. But it's got to be a 5.
I think that's well said. 5?
Well, he nearly lost his football boot sponsor in the first minute. You know what I mean?
To be fair, a few people...
And his glove sponsor.
There was a few, but I don't know.
He hesitated on that as well. He hesitated. He didn't... I didn't think he needed to get himself into that position. He had enough time to pass the ball or clear the ball.
Get it back to Gabriel. Yeah.
I'm going to give him, I think, a 6, because I think he did recover well from that, and I thought he'd done, really well after that. But I can't argue with Robbie with a 5. I just felt that after that he could have buckled, but he didn't, and I thought he responded really well, which is a sign of someone with a good character. Yeah,
some of his distribution was good as well. So big up Neto today. Let's go to right back. Thomas Partey, we hate seeing. We was talking about it in the stands. Not something I'm a fan of.
Yeah, I don't, but I thought, listen, today you could see what he was doing, giving 45 minutes to him and then another 45 minutes to Tim, but it worked out perfectly. And I thought he played really well in there today, in that first 45 minutes. Drove a couple of times, and obviously drove for the penalty, and got us the penalty.
True.
So 6 out of 10. Really, I didn't think there was great things. It was very, very, very difficult to mark high, because I think all the players were playing not in top gear, probably fourth gear. So he was just getting himself through the game. But what he done well. I don't think you can blame him for the goal, even though it was on the left-hand side. But 6 out of 10.
Yeah, that's a very fair assessment of Thomas Partey today.
Yeah, I think I'd agree with that. 6 out of 10. Like Lee said, it was a managing thing today. Some time for him, some time for Timber. Obviously trying to protect Timber for the games up ahead. So 6.
Jakob Kivior.
I think he did all right as well. Did okay. Very unfussy game for him. I give him a 6 as well.
Yeah, I think a 6 as well. I think there was he does some good things in a game, and then he lets himself down sometimes. There was a couple of times he put Gabriel under the pump when it was unnecessary to do that. But listen, he done okay. He made a mistake in the first half, got away with it. He just makes a mistake, every now and then, but got away with it today against better opposition. You don't. 6 out of 10 for me.
Gabriel Magalhaes.
7.
Yeah.
I thought he was steady. Missed a couple of decent chances with his head at the back post, but I think one of them was a foul anyway. But I thought he played well today. 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, he was the leader on the pitch. So I don't think you can argue with a 7. He played all right.
Did miss some chances, but he played well today. Let's go to left back. Miles Lewis. No, it wasn't Miles Lewis. Calafiori. Look at me.
What game was you watching?
Sorry. I like Miles Lewis. Calafiori, Robbie.
Yeah, he had a good game. I thought he was solid. Drove forwards. Had a couple of shots. He looked confident out there today. It's good to see him back. I think he'll start on Sunday. I think I'll give him a 7 as well.
Yeah, I remember the fans screaming "shoot" as well when he was outside the box.
Yeah, but I think a high 7 as well, because I thought there was a couple of recovery tackles in the first half that were really, really good. He got back and made some good tackles. I thought he'd done very, very well. That's the interesting scenario for Mikel on Sunday. Who does he play there? Because I thought Calafiori today looked really good, and he's dangerous in both boxes. Obviously for us he defends it well, but also when he gets up as well. I thought it was an impressive performance for him today.
Who would you stop on Sunday? Don't look at Robbie. Stop it.
I know what he wants to say. I'm going to say Calafiori.
Okay. Yeah, you agree. Robbie said that in his fan cam. He said Calafiori as well. Let's go into midfield. Jorginho.
very good game.
Yep.
I thought today as well. Marsh took his penalty brilliantly. He's a great penalty taker, but just all round generally played really well. This guy, I think, has been a good signing for Arsenal. You know, he's come. He never lets the team down. He's a very good player to just drop in to cover.
Model professional.
Yeah, he can, whether it be if he's got a cover. You get some players, they come off the bench, they're good for a 20 minutes, half hour. He can play a whole game, or if it's 20 minutes you need him for, or he's a really, really good player to have in your squad. And he's going to be hard to replace as a sort of player that comes in and fills in. So I'm going to give him a 7 as well. I thought he had a good game.
Deserved. Should he be the number 1 penalty taker for Arsenal? Even when Saka returns?
I think. Ooh, him and Saka both very good penalty takers, but listen, either of them, they're quality.
You got funny about Stone taking a penalty today. You have a thing about penalties. What about Jorginho? Should he be the number 1 before you give your rating? Number 1 penalty taker?
He's up there, and especially after his performance in League of their own. Like,
You really enjoyed that.
I absolutely enjoyed it, and my love for him has gone up since then. Like, you know? And he took that penalty in the show fantastically well, and it was never in doubt today. It was never in doubt. And I'll tell you what, today we was privileged to be able to hear a few things that he coaches on the pitch. There was a couple of times today, someone give away the ball, and he's not having a go at me. He said, "Next time, punch it, make it a little bit harder." You know, just doing all the right things. And I think at the end of the day, for a manager, he's the perfect squad player. You know what I mean? As he's got older, he doesn't show off. He knows his role. He knows his role. He's an intelligent player, but he knows that he's not going to play week in, week out. But when he is called upon, he's ready. And I tell you what, that is mentally a great thing, because not everybody wants to can be on the bench and all that, but he understands it. I think he's been fantastic for us. I agree with Robbie. 7 out of 10. I thought he played really well.
What was you going to say, Rob?
No, I'd give him another year. You know what I mean? Great squad player, very hard to replace.
Another year.
Yeah.
I wouldn't argue with that.
Listen, I'm not saying you still go and you get your Zubamendi's and people like that, but you keep him in. You know what I mean? When you get injuries, you've got a guy like that coming in, you can depend on him.
Okay, you spoke about Jakob Kiwior earlier, does good things, makes a little mistake at times. Mikel Merino for you?
Oh, I don't know about Mikel.
Well, I'm not your stands. You're very conflicted when it comes to it. He was moaning, and you're like, I know he's good, but
I see things, and you think, yes, there's a player there. You can see there's a player there. He's got a good touch and a good turn, and then he does something shocking. You know what I mean? Like in that first, was it the second half? He give the ball, he give the ball away, and they're on top of us, like, you know, for the goal in which was offside. You know, he has a chance to win the ball, and he just doesn't do it. And then he does something. You think, yeah, go on, Mikel. You know, it looks a good. I can't knock his attitude. He seems like a nice guy when you see him on the field and all that. He puts his body on the line and everything there. I just think that I'm not sure.
Yeah,
He's not sure. 6 out of 10 for me today. It's difficult because he's in and out of the team and everything like that. So I want to give him a pass, but you know what? He's one of those midfield players that, for me, just doesn't do it for me. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I can tell from today you just couldn't make up your mind.
Yeah, I can't. You know, but you want him to do well because he's an Arsenal player. But do you know what? Some players you just take to and you just think, like, I really like him, and they don't do nothing. It might be their name. It's not that I don't like Mikel. I'm sorry about that. Like, I just don't know. I want him to do well, but he didn't do bad today. Yeah. 6 out of 10.
It'd be a 5 for me. I didn't think, you know what I mean? Yes, he did a few good bits, but we were very lucky he didn't get punished for a couple of very sloppy errors by him, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I thought that was, you know, he should be used to playing even here. He was playing clubs like, against clubs like Girona last season, you know what I mean? I didn't think he had a great game, you know what I mean? I'll give him a 5. Average game. It wasn't terrible, but average.
Raheem Sterling.
I thought he was playing all right up until the penalty. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he was a threat. You know, he worked hard. You know what I mean? He won the penalty as well, didn't he?
No, he didn't. It was part.
Oh no, sorry, he got a card for it. He got a card
handball. I think he was involved with the handball.
Yeah, the handball. He got a card for the penalty as well, didn't he?
Handball was terrible, yeah.
Right, but he looked very, very lively, but the penalty was dreadful. You know what I mean? Just put your foot, if you've got a little doubts, put your foot through it. What was that? You know what I mean? But I thought in general he played all right. I'm probably going to give him, let me give him a 7. Even though, no, 6. He missed the penalty, 6.
Yeah, okay. Go on, say what you feel.
No, I think he played well.
He
You know,
did.
forget about the penalty miss. Just forget about that. You know what I mean? Because you know, it does go down if you look on that light. But for me, I thought he worked really hard today, and I was hoping that he was going to score the penalty, and hopefully he was going to score in open play. I thought that he had a little bit of a running back with the ref. And things like that. But I thought he tried today. He looked, you know, it must be difficult for him. He knows he's playing today. He knows he's not going to play at the weekend and whatever. But I liked his attitude today, and I think 7 out of 10. I'm gonna be like, I thought he was up there as one of our better players tonight, if I'll be honest.
Okay. Ethan Nwaneri, Lee.
Well, I said to McFan came probably like, you know, him and Sterling were the man of the matches for me, like, you know, and talking to Robbie, and he has convinced me that the moments that mattered, Nwaneri was superb.
100%.
And when it mattered, the goal, you know, he is a class act. You know, there was a little turn he done, like one of their players fell over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, so you have to say that. 8 out of 10. 17 years of age, very, very mature for his age as well. You can see that with his performances. And I'm going to say it now, a definite starter in my opinion on Sunday.
Oh yeah, it has to start against City, and for me, man of the match easily tonight. You know what I mean? Like everything he did, every time he got the ball, never gave it away. Looked after the ball brilliantly, was causing a problem to the defenders, and the goal, absolutely brilliant goal at a vital time. Big, you know, he's scoring big goals.
Yeah.
These are big moment goals. You know what I mean? It's 1-1, and then bang, right, kills the game with that goal. You know what I mean? I thought he was superb today. And every time he gets the ball, you see the fans are excited, you know. And this guy, he could be a real star, you know. What he's showing at this age, I can't remember. What was Saka? Is the last, you know, Smith Rowe. They're the last ones that were showing that at this type of age, and he's even younger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So no, fantastic. 8 out of 10. Must start against City.
Yeah, well deserved. Trossard.
Yeah, Trossard was decent. You know what I mean? Yeah, I thought he had a decent game without being spectacular. Probably 7.
Yeah, 7 out of 10 for me as well. Like, I thought he worked really hard today. He took a terrible kick as well, like a really bad one. But he got up, battled on every time. Like, I thought his work rate today, and he's probably another one that don't know if he's going to be starting at the weekend or not. I thought he put in a good shift. You know, I did. I thought he was a good 7 out of 10 for me. Yeah.
Okay, let's rattle through this.
Whoa. You forgot someone. You forgot the captain.
Martin Odegaard. How did I jump there? Wow. Go on, all right,
I'll
thank
let
you.
you off.
Go on, thanks, mate.
You've had a wine.
I've had a wine. Go on then, Martin
No,
Odegaard.
he was very quiet, so that's probably why you forgot him. 6 out of 10.
Yeah, listen, I thought he played okay. But 6 out of 10, I'd agree with.
Yeah, quite. Yeah, that's why I might have overlooked that because it's quite quiet. Okay, 5 subs. So let's rattle through these. Let's start with Martinelli.
I think, I can do this job pretty quickly for you. All the subs are 5.
All of them, yeah.
Well, who else?
Havertz, Mars, Lewis, Skelly.
They all came on really late. Didn't have nothing to do really.
Declan, during Timber.
Yeah, I mean, Declan got booked, but I don't know why. I think he must have been arguing or something.
Yeah, because they were trying to encroach the box, and he was like, just get out.
Yeah.
There's one of them away, didn't he?
Yeah, but he's just saying get out.
Yeah, but you can't do that.
Yeah, I think they're all standard 5s.
He's still not my favourite at the moment, Declan.
Well, he clearly got dropped because he shook someone.
Well, he did, he got dropped, and he took his punishment there. He's back in my eyes on Sunday, so well done, Deck. He comes in.
Big player
But
for
I will say Julian Timber come on and done okay.
Yeah, he played a whole half.
So he played a half,
majority of
so
half.
going to give him
Probably
a 6
Timber,
out
give him a
of
6, yeah. But the rest standard 5s.
Yeah.
Okay, referee today.
I'm going to compliment the referee. It's nice to see a referee that's not a cheat and not biased.
Bloody hell. That's a bit strong.
No, it's not strong. We've got evidence. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. You know what I mean? It was nice to see someone that was refereeing the game with integrity.
You'd get a red card for that, you know.
No,
I
don't care like that. I refereed it with. I'm a fan. I've got an opinion, and that's my opinion. I see a ref today refereeing with integrity, a little bit of class, which was sadly lacking on Saturday afternoon. So 8 out of 10 for me. I thought he was superb in all departments. Didn't take no rubbish. We was right there with the Sterling thing. He felt that he dived bosh, no messing about with him there. I thought that it's refreshing to see a good referee.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to back that 8 as well. You know what I mean? You know what I loved about the referee today? Consistent. Yeah. He allowed a lot of things, right? And then he didn't take nonsense on another thing on both sides. Because I think he booked one of their players for diving as well. You know what I mean? He weren't messing around. You know what I mean? And I thought he refereed that game very well. And then how good was it to see the VAR just get to the decision? Bang! Yeah. Decisions quick. You know what I mean?
Automated system.
Yeah,
Bring
Howard
it to
Webb
the Premier League.
Howard Webb,
man.
come and take a trip over here, see how they referee games. I mean, I thought you know, do we know his name?
No.
There we go.
Mikel Oliveira.
Mikel Oliveira, because he'd be just as bad as Mike Oliver. Right, the manager today, Robbie, Mikel Arteta.
Manager today, let's give him a 9, right? Got the job done. The reason why I'm going to give him a 9, right, is that out of 36 teams in this group stage, right, he's finished 3rd, right? We've lost one game, right, in which that game we're very unlucky to lose. It was a bit of a dodgy penalty against Inter. It's been an excellent campaign so far.
Yeah.
So far.
Yeah,
Before
they start.
Right, but so far so good. And I think he, you know, and then he's earned this last game where he's been able to rest players. He got all that right, and we've won the game. 9.
First goal conceded from open play was today in the Champions League, but he's right there, 3rd in Champions League in the standings.
Yeah, but you know, that's an overall thing. On today, I think that, you know, I'm going to say it today, I thought it was 8 or 9 today. It really was for me, 8 or 9, because of the way his substitutions, the picking of the team and everything like that. But that penalty today, that showed lack
not
of
him,
management.
no.
It's not him.
It's
It's the
not-
manager.
the
He controls that.
The captain, they were all round, and
Well,
Odegaard, like when we did it at Bournemouth, he decided,
well,
the captain
That's
gave
fine,
it to
Odegaard
Sterling.
is- that's
Well,
the
he's got to be a
captain's
little bit
decision.
more. He's got to be a little bit more.
That's the captain's decision.
Yeah, you rated Odegaard a 6, so yeah, he's the captain. He's the one that gave that decision to give Sterling the penalty.
Look, it's my opinion, and I'm saying because of that today, 7 out of 10.
It's not Arteta's fault, though. You can't just...
He's the manager. It's on his watch.
What do you want to do? Run over or run on the pitch and take the ball and say, no, you take it?
I just think somewhere along the line, you know, you just make that decision yourself. Right, he's on the penalties. If he's not there, it's you don't make it up for yourself.
That was Martin Odegaard's decision. Had nothing to do with Arteta.
You got a problem.
No, I ain't got a problem. I'll back myself on this. I don't think that was. Look, listen, Mikel got everything else right. I'm with him today. It's spot on.
That was his decision. That was Martin Odegaard's decision. You know, so it had nothing to. I mean, that was not Arteta's decision. That was Martin Odegaard who gave the penalty to Sterling. Once he's given it to him, what's he supposed to do?
Yeah, Mikel should go. Wait. No.
From where he is.
Yeah, we're crazy. All right, okay, so you give him a 7. You said, what did you say for Arteta, Mummy?
9.
9. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's go to... I have to give you the fans' vote today. What
Yeah,
are the
because
fans?
you lot, you know, up in the VIP, all nice and cosy. That away end, by the way, was pretty horrible. You know what I mean? Like, you know, netting all over. It was.
It looked it, didn't it?
It was. You know what I mean? Loads of big old metal things you can't even see. I mean, listen, I know that obviously this team have overachieved and got into the Champions League. It's a tiny little ground, and that getting in was a bit of a nightmare because the check after check after check. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. But fans turned out in numbers. When, you know what I mean, 500 of us. That's all that was allowed to come. Yeah. We were here. They've made the trip. You know what I mean? So well done to the fans. 10.
Yeah, 10.
Yeah, I've got to say that. There's loads of fans all around the ground went there as well.
Yeah,
like,
there's loads everywhere.
Half of the home end, by the way, was Arsenal fans as well.
So there was a lot behind there. You know, listen, when it comes to travelling, our away fans are second to none in my opinion. They really are. And you could hear them singing and all that, like, you know, in that little section there, like, and you know, I don't agree with the way we're treated away from home. Like, I don't. But like, that's how it is. If you come to Europe, it's not the greatest experience.
Yeah, you know, let me just compliment though. Like, you know, I just said those things about getting in and all that, but let me compliment the Girona fans. Super friendly. Yeah. I love that message that came out on the tannoy, right?
Brilliant.
Which I looked around and saw hardcore Arsenal fans clapping that.
Yeah.
When the Girona woman, the woman came out on the tannoy and said,
they said,
"We're going to be
you.
keeping you guys in at the end of the game. Arsenal fans were going to be keeping you in," which normally that's met with groans, obviously, which they didn't keep us in too long either. And then she said, "And we want to wish you all the best going forward in this competition.
Yeah.
And that just goes to show, you know what I mean? You don't always have to treat everybody like cattle and things like that. Those little things go down well. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because as I said, I saw hardcore fans like, hey,
fair,
yeah, thank you, fair play to you for that. And, you know, then that has the knock-on effect. Everyone leaves decently. Everybody sort of got it in their head that, you know, these are all right. You know what I mean? Though very, very well done to the Girona. Lovely city, by the way. You know, I don't know about romantic, like what Julian was saying, but a lovely, lovely city. Definitely worth a visit. And yeah, job done.
And lovely hospitality. Thank you very much to Arsenal and Girona, actually. That's it for the player ratings. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. The next game, Man City. Let's hope Arsenal carry on this winning form. Take care.